Hello, welcome to Passion for Marriages. Thanks for joining us today. This channel is dedicated to growing closer with your spouse through a deeper relationship with God. This coaching video on Passion for Marriages is the first of our revamped version of our 10-part series on being the spiritual leader of your home. It is called Love Your Wife, and it is your godly calling. Pure love is the deliberate act of valuing someone more than you value yourself. It is more than a feeling and should not change. So love her unconditionally. Love is more than a feeling. It's a choice. The Bible tells us that love is intentional. 1 Corinthians 13:4-8. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. We must choose to love our wives no matter how we feel. You should want your wife to know you love her today and commit to love her tomorrow. She needs to know you will fulfill your promise to always love her, even on days when it's hard or when life is in a rut. Some days you're down, other days she is. We may feel helpless when your wife is going through anxiety, disappointments, or other negative emotions. Tell her you are there for her. If you're not sure how to deal with these emotions, seek out godly mentors for advice. It will prove to your wife that you meant it when you promised to always be there for her. Ephesians 5:25 says to love your wife. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. God loved us enough to give his son up for us. Husbands, we need to exhibit that same kind of love to our wives. Matthew 19:5-6. And said, therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. So they are no longer two, but one flesh. You cherish your own body and will not do anything to harm it. Marriage is emotionally, physically, and spiritually becoming one flesh. You and your wife are one flesh, so it stands to reason that you should cherish her also. God's love does not change from one day to the next, so why should ours? Exodus 34:5-7. The Lord descended on the cloud and stood with him there and proclaimed the name of the Lord. The Lord passed before him and proclaimed, the Lord, a God merciful and gracious, slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love and faithfulness, keeping steadfast love for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, but who will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the children and the children's children to the third and the fourth generation. God's love is abounding and steadfast. No matter what situation we encounter, God is with us at the grocery store, in our car, in our disagreements with our spouses, and he loves us the same yesterday, today, and forever. Always remember that. Hebrews 13:8. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. When you said your marriage vows, you committed to love your spouse in whatever life throws at you. You chose to love them in any situation. Our love cannot change because God's love toward us never does. If you are committed to love your wife every day, we have placed a list of ways to love her in the descriptions below. Do them without expecting something in return. She will know when you have ulterior motives. A woman becomes a reflection of how you treat her, so love her. Husbands, you got this. Please check out our second video of the series, How to Be the Spiritual Leader You're Called to Be, titled Honor Your Wife. If you enjoyed this video, please sure and give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, subscribe to our channel to get more videos about building your marriage better. You can drop comments below or send us an email with prayer requests, questions, or comments to passionformarriages@gmail.com. Would you commit to also praying for this ministry? As always, we want to pray a blessing over you straight from Numbers 6:24-26. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Thanks for watching and have an excellent week.